What the fuck is up, fam of Liberty? And everybody else watching this video who isn't part of the fam of Liberty, who's not following our channel for some inexplicable reason. It's your boy Big Sarge, or the artist formerly known as Admin Tim, founder of the Sons of Liberty. If you're just coming across my channel for the very first time, then let me spell it out for you. Fuck Donald Trump and fuck MAGA traitors. Suck my girthy fat cock, you fucking bootlicking simps who hate America. This channel and its comment sections are not a safe space for bootlicking simps for a Wish.com fascist oligarch and a wannabe authoritarian tyrant. You thought we were insufferable and intolerant after 2020? Guess what, motherfuckers? Buckle up. Y'all cocksuckers may have won the election somehow, but that doesn't mean that you're going to steamroll people. Up front, fam of Liberty, I don't care how we got here. I already know the answer to that, and deep down, I think that you know it too. We only get the country and the leadership that we deserve. And apparently, what we deserve is a senile dollar store antichrist because Americans love, hate, and butthurt. That's the true human condition. I could sit in front of this camera and go on and on and on about my thoughts about what happened, but it won't change a goddamn thing. It's not for me to figure this shit out. I did my part, and hopefully you did too. If you protest voted or stayed at home because genocide or some other dumb shit, do me a favor and unsubscribe, unfollow, unlike, and don't come back. I don't need you in my tribe. Go somewhere else and sneer down your nose at the millions of people that you just helped damn and doom because your fucking so-called morality took precedent over stopping fascism and further genocide. Yeah, Kamala Harris was part of the Biden administration and they didn't bomb Israel to stop them from bombing Palestine, but you're a fucking idiot who no one should ever listen to if you think that any presidential administration in the history of ever is ever going to condemn Israel. Your best chance to stop Palestinian genocide was Kamala. And with Trump now coming to the White House, I can guarantee you a lot more motherfuckers are going to die in Ukraine and Palestine. So congratulations. I look forward to your whiny little shit posts when Trump sends more bombs and more money to Israel. Do I sound angry? Am I going to sound angry in this whole ass video? Fuck yes. Fuck yeah, I am. I want to remind you that this whole ass bunch of videos that I do is called Angry Veteran for a reason. Anger is more useful than despair. That's something worth keeping in mind. Now isn't the time for weakness. I hate to sound like a dick, but it's time for Big SARS to get a little tough. You need to make a decision right now. Are you staying in this country or are you leaving? Were you just running your mouth about, oh, if Trump wins, I'm moving? Do you even have the financial means to become an expat? If you don't, then I need you to ruck the fuck up, lace up them boots, and find your spine because it's go time, motherfucker. We got work to do. I'm going to give you a minute to feel sorry for yourself and everyone you love who didn't just betray you, but I literally mean a minute. Now, Big Sarge's not going to lie to you. I've spent the past 6-7 hours gathering my thoughts and putting them on video. I've experienced a fuck ton of emotions, as I'm sure many of you have. The two biggest ones being anger and despair, which, again, I'm pretty sure most of you have experienced that as well. I've been bullshitting with the Fam of Liberty on our Sons of Liberty Discord server, trying to formulate some coherent thoughts. I shot about 30 minutes worth of video and I went off on some wild tangents, so a lot of that content I'm probably just going to end up cutting for a lot of reasons. One, I'm not sure where my random tangents are going to do me any favors. Two, nobody's going to watch a 30-minute video from a ginger-bearded Scotsman ranting. And three, I think a more important message is that the resistance starts with us and to stay on target. So I'm distilling this video down from all the things that I've said, and I'm not really going to include any outtakes or discarded hot takes after the throat punch, although maybe Mikey makes an appearance. We've essentially lost the Senate and the White House, and therefore the Supreme Court and pretty much all political appointees. Odds aren't looking really good for the House either. You can pretty much bank on Trump being president in 2 months unless, third time's a charm, if you know what I'm saying. And if that happens, you can bet that it's going to spark a firestorm like we have never seen before in this country. You can pretty much safely bet that all federal prosecution of Trump will end. At the state level, he's probably going to escape punishment there as well. I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't fear and grieve for what's going to happen in America. It does look bleak, but Kamala Harris built her campaign on hope, and it's a bad idea to just abandon that so quickly, because you're basically admitting that it was all a sham, and it's fucking not. Don't lose or abandon hope just because this battle might be lost, but the war is still not over. Make no mistake, that's exactly what this is, war. All this talk of healing and civil discourse, nah, fuck that. This is the time to turn your inchoate rage into righteous anger. I've said in the past, sometimes on camera, that Trump running for president in 2015 and securing the GOP nomination is finally what radicalized me and galvanized me into starting the Sons of Liberty. The resistance starts with you. The resistance starts with me. I will not be civil or kind. These motherfuckers called us their enemies. They willingly made us their enemy, and I take that personally. I also take that proudly. When I was 18, I swore an oath and joined the military. My DD-214 doesn't negate that oath. That oath never expired, and the countless millions of men and women who died defending this country and defending American democracy didn't make those sacrifices in vain. We will not let them. I believe in this country and the promise of its ideals. The actual ideals, the spirit and the intent. I believe that those are worth sticking up for. What I don't believe in sticking up for is the general hatred that comes from the other side. The side that dehumanizes minorities, the LGBTQ, the poor, women. That side has proven its willful inability to empathize. The side that admires totalitarians and turns us back on our allies for the benefit of those same dictators has proven its willing lack of integrity. The side that promised retribution and retaliation against all who disagree with them makes clear their willing lack of grace or mercy. The side that selectively uses Bronze Age scriptures to justify its selfishness and push laws against a population based on their cherry-picked interpretation of dogma has demonstrated its willful inability to accept reality. The side that bans books and restricts education to avoid subjects they see as uncomfortable, taboo, or inconvenient has demonstrated its willful embrace of ignorance. The side that sees profit as more important than people and refuses to acknowledge the vast damage and lives lost in service to their amoral avarice has shown me their willful short-sightedness. I have nothing in common with these people beyond the purest accidents of birth that have put us both on this earth at the same time. Now, those of you in the Fountain of Liberty who are watching this, you're absolutely welcome to disagree. And by all means, go ahead and try to make peaceful inroads with the people who voted for Trump. I'm pretty sure that's not going to go how you thought it would. I do hope that you find peace, but it's not going to mean much for all of the people who Trump has sworn to persecute. We can't afford to lollygag and dilly-dally. It's 2 months to inauguration, and then we're getting bent over. One of the old sayings is that the show must go on. Unless there's some widespread fuckery afoot, Donald Trump won the popular vote and the Electoral College, which is a monumental and momentous feat for a Republican because that shit hasn't happened in a long time. So apparently this is what the majority of the country wants this time, unquestionably. Motherfuckers walked wide-eyed into this, so maybe it's time for us to self-reflect on who we actually are as a nation. I know I am, and I don't like what I see. I thought we were better than this, but clearly I was wrong. But regardless, the sun still came up this morning, the music still plays the same, and we have work to do. And yeah, maybe it's the height of my privilege. For many people, today would be the same regardless of who won. Look to them, and as always, look for the helpers. I say that because I'm still the same old G, and if you think for one fucking second that my privileged white arse isn't going to help continue putting the meat before the metal and standing in front of you to make sure that whatever comes for you has to get through me first, then maybe I'm a little insulted. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, then leave me a comment that says, I made it to the end of the video, Big Sarge. And as always, if anything that I said in my video upsets you or otherwise offended you, I don't care. I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to watch out for my people. You're either with me or not, but I'm going to stay on target. I'm going to keep the fire alive and do what I need to do to shelter the people that I love from the oppression that we can reliably expect. If that makes you mad, then maybe think about why that is. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry. 2 claps and a Rick. Buckle up, motherfuckers. It's about to get wild. Woo! And now it's time for the throw punch! Obligatory Mikey appearance.